Hey guys, this is a remake of Paper Luigi 99's video. Support the original video maker and be nice.
Alright class, before you go there's one more thing I want to talk about. As you know, tomorrow is the final day of school but also the day of the final exam. This exam will test you on your ability to solve math problems, history knowledge, science knowledge. And finally, the last question will be a simple short answer of what you plan on doing for the summer. The last question will simply be extra credit. It is not required to be answered but I highly encourage you guys to answer it the best you can. Dora, I've told you multiple times to keep your phone away. Were you even paying attention to what I was talking about?
I don't know, something about a penal exam?
What? No, for God's sake Dora, I said you have a final exam tomorrow.
Oh, I guess it was a good thing I wasn't listening then.
Well, you better listen up now because you all need to heed my words carefully. This exam is the most important exam for your overall grade. This exam alone is worth 30% of your final grade. Some of you may pass just fine if you don't do well on the exam, but for one of you, you will need a perfect 100% to even scrape by with a passing grade. So I want you all to study and get a good night's rest. Because I certainly don't want to see one of you get held back because one more year with said person will make me reconsider my career as a teacher.
Please, we all know you're talking about me, and besides, the No Child Left Behind Act of 2001 will easily save me even if I do fail, so I might not even try because who cares?
Dora, you understand that real-world events do not apply to this universe? And even if it did, I don't think you would want your parents to know you purposely bombed a final exam. Who knows what they might do? All I'm asking is for you to just study for maybe 2 hours and that's it.
Fine, I'll study for the exam, more or less because I don't want to feel my parents' wrath.
Good. There's the bell. I'll see you all tomorrow.
It's unbelievable, the fact that I have to study for this exam just to even have the marginal chance of passing is stupid. Studying is for losers and nerds like Gina. Oh, wait just a minute, perhaps I don't need to study for this test after all. If I can somehow just copy Gina's answers, I know for a fact I can pass with flying colors. However, simply just looking at her exam isn't going to be an option, because that little snitch will no doubt snitch on me to Mrs. Christina and I'll get an automatic 0. Perhaps Caillou has a solution.
Yeah, Dora?
Why does your voice sound different?
My dad is testing some voice potions.
Right. Anyways, I need to ask you something.
Oh sure, what's up?
Well, you see, my class has a final exam tomorrow and I don't want to study for it. The problem is that I need to pass this exam with a 100% in order to pass my class. So I was wondering, did you have a solution for me?
Maybe just study for the test. From what I heard, it doesn't even seem that hard.
Well, that's not an acceptable option for me. If you're not going to help, I'll just call up Little Bill because I know he won't offer me crap advice.
Okay. How about you just copy off another student's test?
I've done that before many times on other tests only for Gina to see me and proceed to snitch on me.
Alright, then I have one other option.
That being?
Whenever I want to get out of class, specifically phys ed, I go into the school's ventilation system. No one is able to find me. I could try to navigate myself through the system and go into your classroom. From there, I can look down through the vents and send you a picture of all the answers. Will you be able to use your phone?
Oh, Mrs. Christina always leaves the classroom to go and try to flirt with the principal. Using my phone won't be a problem.
Makes you wonder why you don't just look up the answers, but never mind. Just make sure Gina doesn't see it because there's no doubt she might rat you out. I'm sure the other students wouldn't give a crap since they're not relevant in most videos.
Sweet. Do you know how to get through the ventilation system without getting lost?
I'll just need you to keep your location on so I can find my way through to get to your class.
Awesome. Thanks, Caillou.
Yup, and remember, if this plan backfires, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I promise to not rat you out.
Dora, it's time to get up. You have the exam today.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm going to ace this test. After all, I spent the whole day yesterday studying and totally didn't spend it watching Chaka Conroy.
He is a funny guy, but that's besides the point. There's something I want to tell you, Dora.
That being?
If I get a phone call at all about you cheating on this exam in any capacity, it will be punishment day, and you will be grounded for triple tranquility, whatever that means, for the whole summer. Do you understand?
Of course, Mom. And what do I get if I get a perfect A?
I'll find out if you truly studied for the exam and your score is a genuine A, and if it is true that you managed to get a perfect score, then I'll take you to McDonald's.
Sweet. I won't let you down, Mom.
Wow, Dora, you're actually on time for once.
Yup, I'm ready to take this exam. I spent the whole day yesterday studying.
We'll see about that. Take a seat. Okay class, the exam will be multiple choice with 15 multiple choice questions, 5-word questions, and the short answer question on the back. Be sure to write your name at the top and the date. You have 45 minutes. You may turn over your paper when you're ready. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go ask the principal a real quick question.
Alright, Caillou should be climbing through the ventilation system right about now. I'll just pretend I'm working until I get the text.
Now I know how those spelunkers feel. I can't imagine why anyone would enjoy caving through tight spaces like this. Finally, the classroom. Now let's see.
What was that?
No talking during the exam, Kevin.
Alright students, go ahead and leave your exam on your desk. You're all dismissed for the summer. Your exams and your grade card will be mailed to your house. Alright, let's see. The first paper is Kevin's. 2 incorrect multiple choice questions and 1 wrong short answer, and he didn't seem to write anything for extra credit. He receives an 85%. Gina's paper is next. All of her questions were answered correctly and she wrote a short answer for extra credit. Going to Florida for the whole summer sounds really cool. To no one's surprise, she gets a 100% plus 25% for the extra credit. And now for Dora's paper. Do I dare even bother? Let's just get this over with. Let's see here. All of her questions are answered correctly and... Wait, what? Dora actually got an A. I guess she was telling the truth about having studied for the whole day. I'm actually very proud of her. She took my words very seriously. I knew she was a very smart girl. Now let's see what she's doing for the summer. Wait a minute, why is her answer so similar to Gina's? No, not similar, they're the exact same. How can this be? If Dora was cheating, Gina would have told me, and I know for a fact Gina wouldn't have given Dora her exam to copy. And I highly doubt Gina would have copied off Dora. I have to tell the principal about this, he might know. Mr. Darkus?
Amy, for the last time, I already have a girlfriend. Stop trying to make advances onto me.
No, it's not about that. I have something I need you to see.
Oh, what is it?
I was grading my students' final exam and I saw something that caught my eye. For extra credit, I asked my students to write a short answer of what they'll be doing over the summer. While reading Gina's and Dora's papers, I've noticed that their short answers are the exact same. Take a look for yourself.
Let's see then. Oh my God, they're the exact same, word for word. Well then, this is very odd. Do you believe it was Gina or Dora that cheated?
I genuinely don't know. If it was Dora, Gina would have told me, but I don't believe Gina would do something like this. Dora claimed she had studied very hard for this test, so for all I know, she could be telling the truth. I don't recall Gina talking about going to Florida at all, so I'm not sure who was genuine and who wasn't.
Well, perhaps we can look at the cameras.
I beg your pardon?
The safety of my students is my #1 priority. Therefore, I had security cameras installed all over the building. That even includes your classroom.
So you saw me drinking from my flask and gambling on the school's computer?
No, I did not.
Oh, ignore what I said then.
Anyways, let's play back the tape and see for ourselves then.
Wait, rewind.
Alright.
Look, right there. Do you see that?
Yes, I do. Is that a phone I see? It seems we need to have a meeting. Allow me to call her mother.
Hey Mom, I'm home.
Hey Dora, did you behave at school today?
Of course. How about we go to McDonald's now and...
Hello, let me take a wild guess. Dora did something and now you're calling me to report her behavior?
Actually, I would like you and your daughter to come to the school. We need to have a talk.
Very well, Dora, get in the car. We're going to the school.
Wait, why? Who was that on the phone?
Just get in the car.
Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Marquez. The reason we contacted you is because of Dora's exam.
She cheated. I knew she spent the whole day watching Chuck Connery.
That guy is funny, and yes, we believe she cheated.
While I was grading the papers, Dora's exam was a perfect score.
Really? Then what's the problem? I'm sure she cheated. That would have been the first thing you would have told me.
We unfortunately don't have any hard evidence of her cheating, but the reason we suspect a cheating problem is the short answer on the back. The short answer was to be a simple extra credit question the student had the option to answer. The question asked what they might do over the summer, and I believe you should see it for yourself.
They're exactly the same, word for word. Well, Mrs. Christina and Mr. Darkus, I can assure you that we ain't going anywhere this summer.
That's what I figured, but the only problem is that if Dora had truly cheated off of Gina's exam, Gina would have told me, but she didn't.
Well, I'm sure there's no way Gina willingly gave Dora the answers then. That's not like her at all.
And that brings us to what piece of evidence we have. You see, I installed security cameras inside the classrooms, and we caught your daughter with her phone out.
Oh, really?
Now Dora, I'll make you a deal. If you just tell us exactly what you did, I will not punish you severely. But if you refuse to discuss anything with us, then I will have to go to Plan B.
Maybe I made up that crap about going to Florida so I could just get extra credit. Maybe Gina doesn't have anything to do this summer, so she copied my answers so she can make it sound like she has something cool in her life, when we all know that little snitch has nothing going on.
Very well then, have it your way.
I appreciate you being a test subject for me, Caillou. These new weapons I got will surely let me know if they'll inflict as much torture onto you when your next punishment day comes.
I mean, I really didn't have a choice in the situation, but honestly, the faster we get this over with, the faster I can get back to watching YouTube.
We should totally begin with this sick-ass lightsaber I just found off the street. Who dares to interrupt my torture session? Hello, Giovanni, I'm busy with something. Are you actually serious? Jesus fucking Christ, fine. We're going to the school.
Wait, why? If I had done something, they would have told you by now.
Exactly. Giovanni wanted you and I to go to the school because of something Dora did.
Oh great, fine, let's go.
Thank you for joining me, Caillou. I need to ask you something, and I know for a fact you'll tell me the truth.
What is it?
It seems your friend here has possibly cheated on her test, and the only evidence we have is that she had her phone out. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, just forget this. I know for a fact it's just going to get revealed anyways. Dora didn't want to study for her test, so she called me to ask if I could help her. I was hesitant with the idea of helping her because our schemes always seem to fail, but I relented and helped her. I climbed through the air ducts over her classroom and took a picture of Gina's answers and sent it to her phone, of which she used for her exam.
Caillou, you snitching jerk.
What I want to know is how the hell you guys even suspected of her cheating.
Her short answer on the back was the exact same as Gina's.
Dora, what the hell? You would have gotten away with this if you had actually read what that short answer was about. Did you seriously just copy down the answers without bothering to look?
Reading is for losers and nerds.
Caillou, while I don't condone you helping your friend with cheating, this doesn't really constitute a punishment day. But you're grounded for a week, more or less, because you're right, Dora would have gotten away with it had she actually used her brain.
No matter, because of the apparent cheating, Dora is going to receive an F on her exam. Not that it matters, since this is the Go Animate universe, where real-life logic and consequences don't apply, and Dora will remain in 2nd grade until the end of time. Because trying to let anyone advance in life is clearly a forbidden taboo, and it's not like in the next video they'll just be right back in 2nd grade.
I wouldn't say there won't be consequences, Giovanni. Dora, did you remember what I said would happen if you cheated on your final exam?
Retro, I thought you wouldn't do punishment days.
Nah, screw what the fanboys say. It's their fault for clicking on a video they'll know will make them angry. Their hate comments put me in the algorithm. Have it.
Ooh, let me help. Caillou, I guess you won't be my test subject. Dora will replace you.
Oh, alright, but what about my voice?
I'm sure it'll wear off in the next video.
Fine, let's go to your house and Boris. Dora, I'm not shocked in any capacity that you misbehaved and cheated on your exam. Maybe if you just acted like a normal child and studied, we wouldn't be in the situation. But I guarantee you are now grounded for triple tranquility, whatever that means, and you will now receive a punishment day. You will have 5 punishments.
Dora, for your first punishment, you will be my test subject for these new weapons I've obtained.
Please no, so I cheated on an exam. I don't deserve to get a punishment day for this.
Welcome to the Go Animate universe, where simply walking in the house gets you grounded for an eternity.
2nd punishment, you shall be deflated.
What? What does that mean? Oh my god, this is so painful, put me out of my misery.
Well, thankfully, that's your 3rd punishment. 3rd punishment, being left deflated until you eventually die.
That was horrific. I can't believe you just left me there to just suffer.
Cry about it. 4th punishment, you shall receive 1000 concussions, but not just any regular concussions. You are going to get the grounding concussion beast concussions.
What the hell is a grounding concussion beast?
I'm glad you asked. Retro finally relented and gave me back this power.
It's concussion time.
Oh my god.
You finally woke up. Well, Dora, this is the final punishment. I'm not entirely sure what to do, since most of these punishment days have the same exact punishments and are overdone to hell and back.
Then how about we just end it here then?
Nah, now let's see. Oh, I know exactly what to do. Your final punishment is to work a 9-to-5 job, working 5 days a week with only 1 break per shift, if you're lucky enough to get one.
That doesn't sound so bad.
As a customer service representative.
I still don't see how that's a problem.
Oh, you'll see.
Ma'am, for the last time, there is nothing I can do. Bullshit, you can't. You work here, so obviously you can fix all the problems I have with this shoddy fast food place. Ma'am, that is a receipt for a Burger King. We're a Wendy's. Well, it's obvious since you're both fast food joints, you can remake my food for free. Ma'am, I can't do that. That receipt isn't even from here.
I've been waiting for 2.360272 seconds. Are you going to take my order or keep me waiting?
Ma'am, I'll be with you in a moment. I am currently preoccupied.
Hey, even though you work as a cashier and you got my order perfectly correct, my sandwich still had mayonnaise on it. And while I know this isn't your fault and it's the people in the bag who make the food, I'm still going to blame you for this. I demand you refund me right now for this $2 sandwich, otherwise I'm calling the fucking cops.
Why would you call the cops over $2? And I can't refund you, but I can offer you a remake.
That's not good enough. You're obviously the one I'm blaming even though you did nothing wrong.
Hey, I came here about a month ago and I've decided that the sandwich you guys made me wasn't good enough and I demand a refund. And I'm going to harass you until you give me what I want because it's your fault.
What? I literally just started working here, and why would you all of a sudden decide a month later to complain about a sandwich?
Hey, even though I ask for this chicken sandwich to be off the fryer and it's perfectly made, it's not 3rd degree burns hot and a piece of lettuce is off by 0.313352224 millimeters, I demand you get off your lazy ass and remake it for me.
I hate this job, I hate this job.
The worst punishment of them all, working in customer service.
Marshall, are you serious about these things you've gone through?
Working at a Burger King for 5 years, I've seen shit, metaphorically and literally. Some of these stories are just exaggerated, but some are true. Trust me, this kind of shit humbled me.
Man, and I thought Alternia was horrible.